Buenos días, Atzlan. ¿Cómo amanecieron? Estoy aquí enfrente de Chula Vista City Hall, ¿lo dicen? El edificio A. Y me estoy quejando sobre el pinche alcalde. Ese pinche putita, Juanita putita, McFuckup. That cocksucker. No quiere ayudarme. Aquí sus pinches maricones, aquí al otro lado de la calle, tampoco me quieren ayudar. Te dan lo que no quieres, no lo que necesitas. Te roban todo. Porque los pinches policías aquí en Chula Vista, con the HOT Team, the Homeless Oppression Team, no hacen outreach, hacen opresión. Lo priman a uno y lo deprecian. Te pisan y te chingan. Como ese pinche mayate, Frank Giammi, ese puto desgraciado. O como ese pinche puto pendejo, Jeff Pace. Porque esos cabrones son como ese cabrón, ese joto culero, Jugos Cardenes. Jugos Cardenes. Scardezanes. Cuando metió su pinche cabeza a su culo. Su pinche novio. Ese puto desgraciado. Sí. ¿Cómo se llamaba ese güey? Carlos de la Cruz. Que no puede cargar. Es su apellido. Carlos de la Cruz. He can't carry it. It's too heavy. So they put the burden on my back. Like I'm Charles Atlas. See, I don't like these fuck-ups. Frank Faggot fucking Giammi. Jeff Pace. That pompous, pretentious prick who promised me 6 months in a program that only lasts 3. And then fired me in half of that. So from 6 months down to 6 weeks because that cunt Kennedy, that lazy bitch, she only comes out for photo ops or to come to the city council meetings where she hides in the back. I saw her last night, but the bitch won't talk to me. That lazy cunt. She's a whore, a Babylonian whore like my mother, Maria Elena Pendeja Castañeda. She used to go to Santa Rosa de Lima. I used to go to catechism classes there. I never finished. My aunt, the nun in Tijuana, la Madre María Eugenia Castañeda, ¿cuándo vas a terminar tu catecismo? And I had to tell her, I'm not Catholic. My mother is. See, I'm Jewish like Jesus. I want to thank Mel Gibson. Because like Max, I too am mad. What do I have in common with Ozzy Osbourne? I just told you. Diary of a Madman. My brother got to go see Ozzy at the Hampton Coliseum in Virginia. It was during the Bark of the Moon tour. I was in Mexico. Barking in the moon, man. Like I was an American werewolf in Mexico. If you're catching the movie references, because my dad said I'd never learned anything from the boob tube. He didn't pay attention. My other dad, Jerry Lewis, was on the TV every year. Pay attention. Eddie Murphy, a huge fan. Redid one of his movies, The Nutty Professor. Had that beautiful lady in it. What was her name? Oh yeah, Michael Jackson's sister, Janet. I fell in love with her the first time I saw eyes on her, when she was on that TV show, Good Times. The girl that was abused by her mother, adopted by the neighbor. Beautiful lady. Not quite as pretty as that black lady that was married to that angry black man. And I can't blame him for being angry. I hear she had to do most of the stuff to try and keep him on the show. He was angry because black people are not getting the respect they deserve. And I'm proof of that. I used to go to the rooms of Narcissists Anonymous. I was literally Dave Chappelle. I'm black, I'm bald, and I'm beautiful, bitch. My faggot little brother, the cocksucker. How you like me now, bitch? I'm the real life Harold and Kumar. I gave up weed for 17 years. It was the biggest mistake of my life. It made me happy. But hey, that faggot Luis, his dad was a crackhead dealer, a coke dealer, Well, at least that's what he told me when we were in high school. His dad was a drug dealer. I bet his dad got pretty pissed when he had that damn message on his phone. For drugs, push 1. For sex, 2. For weapons, 3. What, you stealing them from the fucking armories? You weren't in the Army National Guard. You were in the fucking Army Reserves. A weekend warrior, not a real warrior. 1 weekend a month. He invited me to come out with him. I never went because he couldn't answer a simple fucking question. What date? The weekend. Which one? If I don't show up to work because I can't tell my boss because you can't tell me a goddamn question, simple fucking questions he can't answer because he thinks with his dick. And he's a guidance counselor at Vista High School, Luis Lopez. I hope you love this video, bitch. This is what you get for fucking me over. The terrible advice you always gave, don't ever get married, don't ever have kids. They only shit their diapers for a little while. Eventually, they learn to wipe their own asses. You teach them this. They grow up. You play with them as kids and, hey, they're a lot of fun. Get to go to baseball games or soccer games or ballet things with the little kids. Eventually, they make you proud. You still want to throw your daughter in a blender? Because when Karina Aceli was born, that's what you were talking about, wasn't it, Luis? Kind of like your dad, that fuck up. He didn't want you to get married to Isela. And I remember your wedding day very, very well. When you're in my car telling me to shut the fuck up as I'm trying to console your wife. I was about to tell her, if he don't want you, I'd take you. Isela's a very pretty lady. And she deserves better than you, Luis. You lied to her, you cheated on her, and you expected me to cover it up. Well, you did try and fix me up with her sister. The picture that I had at that wedding we went to, the one I was telling you about the other day where you came, when we're coming back across the border and it's everybody in the car is Mexican, including me. I was the only one that was born stateside. I thought that was funny as hell. The immigration officer asking you, what citizenship? U.S. Where were you born? Tijuana. Huh? Hey, with all that training you had for the test in high school, prepping you for the fucking naturalization test, they were asking you questions I couldn't answer, and I fucking took that shit for granted. That's why I study my history today. See, I paid attention where my brother didn't. That nun that passed away 2 years ago, she was the oldest U.S.-born Mexican in my family. And when she passed away, that title fell to me. Now I live on the streets. She was the teacher to Ivan and Julieta Venega. I worked with Ivan. Ivan was the one that translated my name properly, since my mother couldn't. My name is not Gerardo, it's Heraldo. The H is silent and the L is pronounced. But my family doesn't pronounce the L. Gerardo. Where's the L? Mom. It's your language. My second language. And my little brother, the fuck up, no lo habla para nada. Más pocho que la fregada. Like my first sponsor, Arturo Cuevas, who took me to Casa de Nosotros. And that cunt, that fake psychic, and those fuck-ups at Casa de Nosotros, hey, they all fucked up. They all got in trouble. They were mandated to be there. I wasn't. I was there of my own free will. See, I learned from an uncle of mine who I've never seen drunk. And they tell me he was a raging alcoholic. And I learned from Willie Nelson, because it was the same thing, just like my uncle. Raging alcoholic. I've never known Willie Nelson to get violent. I mean, the most violent I saw him do was essentially just talking shit to his nephews. You know, the Dukes of Hazzard. Those two fuck-ups. Whoa! Where's the money? You took the thing. Oh, shit, you fucked it all up. That was the worst I've ever seen Willie Nelson get. When he came out that outhouse, it was smoking, man. Everybody come out that thing. Oh, whole party in that outhouse. Only today you don't call them outhouses, you call them porta potties. Maybe the mayor should have to go live in one. I mean, these homeless oppression officers keep me in the toilet. It's my initials. Head. H-E-D. What the fuck you think they call a toilet on a goddamn ship? The head. That's why I get shit on by that faggot, Frank Giammi, that pompous, pretentious prick, Jeff Pace, and that culero, Hugo Cardenas. Because that cunt, and I'm talking about Stacy Cunts. Wow. That cunt, Roxanna Kennedy, who hires a bunch of fuck-ups. I'm just repeating myself, I know. I want this loud and clear to understand that I don't like the police here. They don't protect and serve the communities. They protect and serve themselves. The mayor has to pay cops from Carlsbad, from Escondido, from Poway to come down here to protect the cities of Chula Vista because the Chula Vista Police Department too lazy to do their damn jobs. They do not patrol the streets. I've caught them. There was 7 deep one time at that Horizon Church back behind the DMV on C Street. I don't know how many times I've been over the parking structure on the second level. A couple of cops parked there doing nothing. I walked up on a couple of them the other day and hey Harold. I filmed what I had to, left, came back 5 minutes later. They were gone. Thanks to me, they actually have to move. They have to patrol. I called the police one time because of Curtis Bittner over across the street at the library back there behind me. They let him steal my coffee, my creamers. They let him have whatever he wants because he's one of them. He's a fucking pig. No pride, no integrity, and no guts. He does shit like harass homeless people that won't fight back. I was at Vision's clubhouse when I saw him attack another member, a guy named Charles. And Charles wouldn't fight back. He curled up into a ball as Curtis just pummeled him. That cocksucker from the TV series South Park, Kenny, who never dies. His son and him are both in that book by Kelly Dupuy, Hurricane Park, right back across the street back there. That is South Central Los Angeles, Chula Vista, California, according to Kelly Dupuy in his stupid book, Hurricane Park. Robert Donovan got Kelly's van. Kelly was the asshole telling the cops, I'd been there longer than I'm supposed to. I was out working doing graffiti abatement for that faggot Frank Giammi and Jeff Pace. Those fuck-ups. And this is how I get paid back by Kelly Dupuy. I come home from working to find out a ticket had been placed on my car that shouldn't have been there because that faggot that pompous, pretentious prick Jeff Pace had promised me that there was a memo out, leave me the fuck alone. Will they? No. They harass me all the time. They never call when I need them. Not really. The last time I dialed 911, dropped my phone because of Curtis Bittner, he was allowed to be uncuffed. 3 cops on him. And this bitch that couldn't count said, nope, he's with me, so the 2 of us are one. No, you're not, bitch. That was 2 separate bodies. You may have come in the same fucking car, but you're 2 different people. And there's 4 of you motherfuckers had me in handcuffs. Well, you let the psychopath run amok. Curtis Bittner has caused more problems on the streets for all the homeless. And the police let him have his way. The South Bay Community Service Center over there doesn't serve the community. They'll give you some peanut butter, some salmon, and a cracker. Go eat for the next week. Wow. The GR, which is $300 a month, and I spent a third of it in one day at a Jack in the Box. What? $100 all in a single day. It's not that hard to do. The mayor is too stupid to see that, hey, so is the governor. So is the president. See, EBT is not a state program. It's a federal program. Lucifer Morningstar. And it wasn't up to Gavin Newsom because it's the government doing it. And pay attention. The government doesn't do its job. Because $300 a month for food for one individual is not adequate. You're never going to make it to the end of the month. Okay, we'll give you GR. Give you? I have to pay that back. It's a fucking loan. I don't like borrowing money I can't pay back because I have no fucking job because Mayor Fuck Up won't give me a job. Because those faggots don't like good work. They like crappy shit from tweakers like Tiny Dick Tweaker Ted. They gave him a job. What? Oh, he fucks it up. He feeds the fuck-ups like Frankie, the faggot fucking Nazi. Working for that cunt Connie. Doesn't understand he's not working, he's volunteering. No, he's not volunteering, he's bitching and complaining. Volunteering does it out of the kindness of your heart. And Tiny Dick Tweaker Ted has a black, tiny heart. His girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, Slutty Shelley, she sucked my dick, she swallowed my semen, and then she wanted more. She won't let me come over for a shower at her house. Doesn't understand, if I got a shower, I might get a job, be able to take care of her. But no, she's a horny little bitch that likes to suck dick, dirty dick. She was with Ted for a minute, which means a while. They were in the tent and, oh wait, they can hear us. I don't care. I want them to know that I'm getting laid. That was Tweaker Dead, thinking with his dick. And that cunt, Slutty Shelley? Yeah, she's a self-centered bitch who thinks of herself and only trying to get laid because she wants to get laid. She likes sucking cock. She loves that shit. Right out of it comes out of her asshole and goes right in her mouth. See who has the last laugh now, bitch. I hope your case manager sees this too, because when I went up to him and I asked about the books that you had, and you had that lady bring a couple of them back, the other ones you threw away. You threw away my money, bitch. You're a self-centered whore, a gold-digging whore. When I told her to get rid of the car and ride the bus, a bus pass with thousands of dollars on it, go a long way. But no, she's gonna hold on to a car she can't afford to pay insurance on. She can't afford to register, can't afford the gas, because stupid Slutty Shelley has to have a Lexus that her dead sugar daddy gave her. That's the kind of shit we do here in the United States. We protect care of the fuck-ups. And we screw over people who try to actually work for a living. My business came to a stop thanks to you, Mr. Mayor. I want to thank you for fucking up my shit, because I got a lot of love on Park Avenue the other day when I was showing people the kind of work I do, and they're, oh, that's nice. That's pretty. But no, I can't make them and sell them because you fucked me over, bitch. Juanita Putita.